Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much for the beautiful chanting. Good morning, everyone. Hare Krishna. Let's continue reading from the Living Name, a guide to chanting with absorption by His Holiness Sachinandana Swami. We are on the third chapter, titled as Seva. We started a section yesterday about service. The service inclination should be like a blazing fire. But for some reason, that blazing fire is not taking part in our heart. There is a service attitude, but it's not to the maximum capacity. And Maharaj is going to tell us a few things on those aspects. Let's continue reading. The subtitle of this is When the Service Inclination is Limited. When a soul enters the Vaikuntha world, its service inclination towards Lord Narayana is powerfully unleashed. And yet, because the realm naturally invokes a feeling of awe and reverence towards God, the soul service mentality is restricted. The awareness of Aishwarya or the greatness of God stultifies the seva potency by removing the sense of intimacy. The match burns, but not nearly to maximum capacity. The match burns at brilliance when a soul arrives in Goloka Vrindavana, where its natural inclination for seva can completely manifest. There is no hesitation, no holding back. So what Maharaj is trying to do in this section, the first paragraph, what we read, is about the relationship in Vaikuntha, where it says it's restricted in some way because of the awe and reverence. Oh, he's so great, sort of things, with a great respect. But that service attitude burns in brilliance when one attains Goloka Vrindavan. That's the second paragraph message. The match burns at brilliance when a soul arrives in Goloka Vrindavana, where his natural inclinations for seva can completely manifest. There is no hesitation, no holding back. So especially when it's same standard example, if you um, if you know someone who's in a uniform, an official uniform, you maintain that relationship, you maintain that respect, and keep a distance with that person. If the same person is not in uniform, is in casuals, and you're meeting in a place where there's no restriction for you to express your relationship, then that's a different relationship. Same person, different relationship. So that's what's being told between Vaikuntha and Goloka. There's no hesitation, no holding back. The devotees in Vrindavana have a strong possessive feeling toward Krishna that makes them think, my Krishna, he is mine, I have to care for him. In Sanskrit, the possessive feeling is called mamatva, and through it, the full burning potency of seva dharma is realized. Everything is lit up. The seva flames are ablaze, and the jiva dances in them. The bhakta dances, Bhagavan dances, and bhakti herself dances too. How does mamatva fuel the flame of seva to burn so brilliantly? That's a question that's been asked, and answer has been revealed here. When loving brothers come together, they feel this person is my family. He is very, very close to me and will always be on my side. I never have to hold back and be formal. Between us is a special understanding that cannot be conveyed to others. Even when we call someone who is not our biological relative brother, it's such a powerful expression of intimacy and understanding. An incomparably closer relationship exists between the Jiva and Krishna, but it can only manifest at the highest level of Goloka Vrindavana, where the opportunity for intimate relationship exists. There, in the kingdom of love, we relate to Krishna as the supremely lovable Lord. That is the way of the land. That is the way of the land, free from awe and reverence. Hence, our service attitude blazes forth like fire bursting from dynamite and continues expanding in ever more intimate ways as personal servants, friends, parents, art lovers of the Lord. I was just remembering once I went to a conference to some other place, and one of my colleague also came there, and then he said that I'm just waiting for Thursday to come so I can get back home. I said, why? Well, I can be on my own dress. I have to be so formal to meet with people and how I speak and how I sit, how I eat, etc. When I go back home, no one is going to really bother me. I can be the way that I want to be. That's why people like to be in their home more comfortable than in someone else's home. When you're in someone else's home, you're not what you are because there's always restriction in some way or the other. Even though the host may not be putting restriction, it's still there is a restriction within us when we go and stay in someone's house, right? So likewise, the full expression of love has been experienced in Goloka Vrindavan, where Krishna is present with Gopas and Gopis and Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, and all the cows and calves and so forth. There's different experience when compared to the experience in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is official, whereas Goloka is your home, where you can be how you want to be with Krishna. Why is there not the same service attitude expressed in Vaikuntha mentality? In Vaikuntha, a devotee think that the unconsented ruler of Vaikuntha, Narayana, doesn't really need much from the devotee. The Lord is able to fulfill every wish by his own energies. But in Vaikuntha, Mother Yashoda thinks, if my little boy doesn't eat, he will not be strong. And that she cooks 50 times a day. Not sure how one can eat 50 times, but Krishna can eat any number of times. And Mother Yashoda can cook any number of times out of love for Krishna. All the boys, it is another point for us to realize, is that Mother Yashoda, I'm just picking up here a point, Mother Yashoda thinks, if my little boy doesn't eat, he will not be strong. And that she cooks 50 times a day. But then we cook one time a day, or some people cook 2 times a day, 3 times a day, and as a procedure, I have to offer to Krishna at least one time a day. So that relationship is good, but look at the mood of Yashoda. She's not happy just offering Krishna one time. She wants to keep on offering because she sees Krishna not as a supreme Lord. Out of respect, I need to offer 3 times a day, 5 times a day, 6 times a day, and finish my service, mark it as check out. I'm done for my service for today. It's not like that. That love goes beyond the rules and regulations that we have put into ourselves in our practices. That is the greatest love, where there's no number comes into the picture. Right now, we are all numbered. In anything that we do, there's numbers involved. 16 rounds, minimum 16 rounds. For most of us, it's 16 rounds, the maximum rounds that we do. For some people, one time of offering. For some people, 5 times of offering. There's a number again. And then how much time we can give? 1 hour I can give for Krishna. Half an hour I can give for Krishna. 2 days I can, again, number. How much donation I can give? $100 I can give. $1,000 I can give. $10,000, again, numbers. We are restricted by the numbers because of the limitation, because of the love that we have, which is different than the love that there in Goloka Vrindavan. And let's continue. The boys, girls, and elders of Vrindavana are utterly enchanted by Krishna. They are completely absorbed in wanting to please him through their unique relationships. They can't stop serving him. Their heart are pulled like magnets. They would do anything to please him, even give their lives. This is the pinnacle of seva dharma, where Krishna becomes dependent on his devotees and pulls them so intimately close that his godliness and all formality towards him is lost. And you remember the story of where Krishna is lifting Govardhana hill, And then at one point of time, the Kopas, the elderly persons and the boys, they all started doubting who is this person. He's been standing here and holding the mountain for this many days, happily smiling. And who, I don't think he can be an ordinary person. And they asked Krishna, who are you? Tell the truth. This is after 7 years or so. They're asking this question, who are you? And then Krishna said, well, if you're going to ask these sort of questions, I'm going to drop the mountain and walk away. And they got scared. They said, no, we will not ask. As long as you consider me as one among you, then I'll hold the mountain. If you ask all this question, I'm going to drop this mountain. You take care of yourself. I'm walking out. And they said, no, 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 no. We don't. You are our Krishna. That's all we want to know. That's all we know. Whoever you are, it doesn't matter for us. For us, you are Krishna, our friend, our son, our lover, whatever you are. That's it. That much is enough. We don't see you as a supreme personality of God. So, like a free storm, ecstasy bursts forth and engulfs everything. As we enter Krishna consciousness, the process gradually unveils our inherent quality of seva dharma. To direct this natural inclination, it's strong. Now that I told that particular story, we should not think that we are in that level. Therefore, in a higher level, also, it doesn't matter how many offering I give. Well, it doesn't matter. I have to pay attention. Krishna is my friend. No, we have not gone there yet. We have not achieved that level of bhakti yet. Therefore, the procedures of these numbers are given to us. The reason that now that the message at today's session of reading is not to say that do not focus on the number, that is for the beginners, and that is our awe and reverence. I am in a higher level, therefore numbers doesn't matter. That's not the message here. The message is we are not there yet, therefore the numbers matters for us. If we don't have a number, then we'll become lazy. We will take that as a loophole to not to do what we need to do. We are sādhakas. We are sadhakas. You go to, if you have learned Sangeetam, they will tell you to learn each and everything to be repeated 5 times. If you want to learn slokas, the traditional way of learning slokas is you repeat 3 times, 2 times, a number. The teacher will tell you, repeat this sloka 3 times. And then the student has to repeat for next 1 week, 3 times every day, and every day. So there's a number is given for us to practice to become a sādhaka. We are sādhakas, we are practitioners, therefore the numbers are important. We have to come to work at this time, leave work we have to work for this many hours. All those numbers are important as a beginner for us to do the sadhana. So do not think that numbers are not important because we are beginners still in Krishna consciousness. But then without even our realization, without even we noticing it, the numbers will disappear and it becomes unlimited of love expressed beyond the numbers that we set to us. But now we follow the numbers. Now we offer the lamp, this many rounds, bottom, feet, and up and overall. All those numbers matters now. Otherwise, we will just go on with our own program. Mind will be somewhere else and body will be doing something else. Therefore, number matters. As we enter Krishna consciousness, the process gradually unveils our inherent quality of seva dharma. To direct this natural inclination, it is strongly recommended that we hear about Krishna's captivating qualities, such as his beauty and compassion, from Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. If we don't do this, then we will be doomed in our everlasting, frustrating service to our mind and senses. Therefore, getting up in the morning, why should we get up in the morning? That's a number also. So it says very clearly here, we have to follow these things under the guidance of Sadhu, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, so that at one point of time, we don't become frustrated and think, what am I doing here? So therefore, we get into the program of a system. There's a system that's been set by Srila Prabhupada. We follow the system, getting up in the morning, taking shower, cleaning up ourselves, dressing up nicely, and clean dress, and then chanting, doing ārati, and etc. etc. All those things are the system set by acharyas. Therefore, we follow that clearly so that we don't get frustrated at one point of time. One may think that, well, this is what is frustrating me. Well, that means there's a lot of layers of covering. Sometimes we may not like to take the medicine, but we do have to take the medicine. The benefit of medicine will be revealed to us as days goes, but we are diseased. Now someone is coming and telling you, take this medicine. And Prabhupada is, out of great compassion and love, he has come and given us this medicine. So we simply have to take this medicine, whether you like it or not, but the medicine will cure. Last paragraph. Thus, we have discussed how seva dharma is partially manifested here in our world. It is eclipsed in the Brahman atmosphere, ignites in Vaikuntha, and glows in its fullest ecstatic manifestance in Goloka Vrindavan. Beautiful. Thank you all very much for joining. Remember Krishna always. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.